Stop delaying your breakthrough. God wants to give you the desires of your heart. He wants to give you a prosperous life, but he can't give you those things if you are delaying your breakthrough. Because many of the times, the only thing that is stopping us from reaching our fullest potential is us. The only thing stopping you from getting to your promised land is you. And the main thing that is keeping you away from your promised land, that is delaying your breakthrough, is living an unrepentant life. Not only that, but also not passing the test that God is giving you. Because when you sow to the flesh, you reap corruption. But when you sow to the spirit, you reap everlasting life. So if you continue to live in your sin and continue to live for the flesh, you're going to reap corruption. And that is going to delay what God wants to give you. And just like the Israelites, where it took 40 years instead of 11 days. And when you start to repent of your sins and you start to pass those tests, that's when God can start to move you towards that next day. And that's when you can start taking steps forward and stop taking steps backwards. And the next thing that you need to do is to make sure you are disciplined. Make sure you are working hard. Stop being slothful, because God cannot give you something that you were not willing to work for. You not being disciplined and going out there and working is what is causing you to delay your breakthrough. Because when you are disciplined, that's when God can use you to help other people. That's when he can use you for his glory. That's when he can use you to save souls. And he knows that you will do it. And to add on to that, you also need to be obedient, because with discipline comes obedience. And with obedience comes discipline. Because God may tell you to stay up late night to talk to him or pray to him or spend time with him. And if you don't do it, then that's delaying that breakthrough that God wants to give to you. Because you have to realize that was the main reason why the Israelites didn't receive that promised land in the time that they should have. It's because they kept being disobedient to God, and it made God delay their breakthrough. Many of the times God will put things on our heart and we'll procrastinate on it. Part of procrastinating is being disobedient to God. Why? Because it's telling God that he owes you another opportunity to do what you already had time to do. It's telling God that that task that he wanted you to do is not important enough for you to do. And when you start to do that, that's when he'll start to delay your breakthrough. And God will put it on your heart what you need to do. And if he doesn't, of course, that's why you need to pray and ask God to reveal the things you need to be doing. But when God puts something on your heart, make sure that you are doing it and not procrastinating, because procrastinating is an act of disobedience. And the next thing is you need to change your heart. You have to be willing to let go of that pride. You have to be willing to become a servant to others. Because if you want that breakthrough for yourself, God cannot use you, because you will be greedy and just do it all for yourself. And that's why it says in the word, you ask and you don't receive, because you ask to spend it on your own pleasures. That's why many times when you're praying for a breakthrough, yet your heart is not for the Lord, it's not for his glory, it's just for yourself. That's why those prayers won't get answered. And sometimes we'll do this without even realizing it. That's why you need to pray to create a clean heart inside of you. Renew a steadfast spirit, Psalms 51 verse 10. Because many of the times we don't know we have a pride spirit inside of us. Many times we don't know that we have greed inside of us. That's why it's important that you pray every single day to create a clean heart within you, so that your heart can be clean and be filled with light. That's why it's important that you're willing to give. It doesn't even matter if it's money. Giving time to other people, being a servant for other people, because God cannot use someone who is selfish, because you won't be willing to help other people. And the last thing is you're not using what you already have, because many times God will give us little things just to see what we do with it. And if we don't do anything with it, he won't increase what we already have until we do something with what we already have. And the example of this is when a woman asked Elijah for help in 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 2. The woman asked for help and Elijah said, "What do you have?" And she said, "Nothing but some oil." And Elijah used that oil to help her provide for her family. So what was nothing to her was something to Elijah that changed her whole life. And many times God have given us something small that we don't really take notice of. And since we completely ignore it, we'll never be able to increase us. We're not using what we already have. So those are the things that are delaying you from keeping you from reaching your breakthrough. And of course, if you've done all of these and you're continuing to do all of these, make sure you are being patient and being consistent, because consistency is so important. And it could be one thing that is delaying you from your breakthrough too. You're only staying close to God for like 2 weeks or a couple of months and you're going back to the world, then God cannot give you the breakthrough, because he knows that you will just fall back into the world. So stay consistent, stay disciplined in the word, be patient, because God wants to give you the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. He just got to make sure that you're ready. So appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. So y'all stay blessed.